What's up, y'all? This is your bow, Bishop Drester, and I'm on the keys. Trying to see if it's gonna give me that option to flip the camera. I don't see it. All right, I guess I don't see it. Anyways, usually it lets me see it at the beginning of the video. All right. So, of course, in the bed and all that good stuff. Trying to recuperate. Every day I used to just get up and go to the organ and the keys. Oh, I'm so rusty. A little different because I got this on my lap. And I'm in bed and the way it's kind of anchored here. Trying to make it comfortable. Do it like that. All right. So it's on the key. All right. So this is the Yamaha. All right. Yummy. Yamaha. NP12. All right. NP12. Speaker on this end. Speaker on the right end. Left to right. Right, left. And then there's a speaker on the right hand side. This is volume. Power up. I like to power up because it starts up right away. The next thing is on here is demo. They have demos. So that's piano 1. Piano 2. EP1. EP2. Organ 1. Organ 2. Vibes. I'm sorry, strings. And then vibes. Harp 1. And harp 2. Alright, stop that demo. Next to is another little button called record. So if I press down on it, and it will play back what I played. And that's it. Alright, so that's pretty much what it would do. Let me go back to piano 1. Alright, so this is my little demonstration. They have these little things right here where you can, if you try to read music or a music sheet, there's a little stand that goes right here. Turn off the power for a second. Let's turn it up to the sideways here. Then here we have the output for you to plug in. You know, if you want to plug it to the wall. All right, run your power to the wall outlet. The next one is headphones and or output for a jack if you're trying to use it for a speaker. All right, since I'm right here, I might as well go right here. Underneath here, this runs off of 6 batteries, AA batteries. The top lid comes off. All right, 6 AA batteries, AA, AAA. Pop that back on. Underneath here, they got these little holes from one end to the other. You can set it on a stand, keyboard stand. On the right-hand side of the keyboard, there's a USB host, a different kind of host here, and headphones. All right, that's pretty much it. Straightforward. 61 keys, just like my Hammond organ. The B3 Hammond organ has 61 keys. And this kind of forces me to have to be able to practice it on 12 keys because I can't find the transpose button on here, but someone tried to tell me there's always a transpose button on any keyboard, but I can't find it. Y'all never heard me mention it when I was demonstrating what functions is on here, but I can't find a transpose button. So this is a good way to get you a keyboard to keep you from hitting that transpose button and depending on the transpose button and cheating your way through whatever it is that you're trying to do. So I found out that it's much more easier to just take a little bit of a time, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever, and just practice on stuff. You know, if it's your scales, all right, and then go to the next key. Or you can start down here at the lowest if you want. Let me bring this camera up just a little bit. I was trying not to show the bathroom, but all right. All right, so same thing. And change key. I went from C, D, E, F, G, A, B. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Back to C, D, E, F, G, A, B. I'll switch the hand. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Till I run out of keys. And the thing about this one, 61 keys starts with the C. And it ends on the C. Just like the Hammond organ, it starts on the C and it ends on the C. 61 keys. If anybody ever paid any attention to your Hammond organ, you have 61 keys. It starts on the C and it ends on the C. Okay? All right. And then transpose to the next key. Go up to C sharp or D flat. Or I would have switched the hand. And remember, it's not about how fast you can learn it. All right? You could take your time and learning how to practice for my beginner musicians, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, some people, teachers might try to tell you, or will tell you, you know, they might call real teachers or whatever, learn the correct fingering. But at the end of the day, just make sure you learn your notes. C, D, it doesn't matter what finger you use, what thumb you use, what hand you use. Just learn your notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Here's another thing people don't think of to do. You should be able to learn your scales without even touching the keyboard in all 12 keys. It's kind of like going to school and they say, hey, listen, this is what your scale is going to be on a whiteboard or whatever. And you're supposed to write it down in a notebook and say, all right, cool. The C scale, the C, D, E, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. And back to C. All right. All right. But technically, it's 7 notes. It's 7 notes to learn. And then you go back to the 1, which is the C. Because it's just duplicating over again. So if you go up to the next key up, D flat, or if I use the word C sharp because we had stepping up, so you go D sharp, all right? I'm sorry, C sharp, D sharp, technically E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and B sharp, technically. You may hear determinants, you might hear people say, well, C sharp, E flat, F, right? F sharp, and A flat, and B flat, and C, and back to D flat. You may hear it taught that way. But the correct way is technically if you have a sharp, you starting with the words, the sharp, C sharp, then it has to be C sharp, D sharp. This is E natural, has step over to the F note is technically E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, because this is B natural, just like the E natural went to F natural, just like the B natural will go technically to the C natural, but it's E sharp, E natural, E sharp, B natural, B sharp, technically. All right, now we changed the key signature name to D flat, then we have E flat, then we have, I said F natural earlier, then we have flats, we're talking flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, and C natural, and back to D flat again. And that's technically where it would technically will be because of the key signature that we're looking at. D flat and C sharp shares the same notes. We'll go up to the key of D, all right? And this is before you even touch the keyboard. You should already learn how to do this. So now we're going to go to D, right? Then we got to D natural, E natural, F sharp, right? G natural, A natural, B natural, C sharp, and then back to D natural. And then everything keeps repeating itself over and over again. So you should be able to learn how to do this before even touching the keyboard. But it's cool if you go to school and the teacher says, hey, listen, well, I'm going to give you both of the worlds, if you will, both of the worlds. Well, I'm going to teach you the notes, right, on the board. And also you can be able to identify the location on the keyboard, basically. So we went over C natural, D natural, E natural, F natural, G natural, A natural, B natural. Back to it again. C natural, D natural, E natural, F natural, G natural, A natural, B natural. Guess what? Right hand, C natural is all revolving all over again. D natural, E natural, F natural, right? G natural, A natural, B natural. Guess what? All over again. And it keeps repeating until we get to the end of whatever your keyboard numbers of how many keys you have on your keyboard, whether you have the 61 keys or the 72 keys, I think it is. And I think that's the 72, 76 or something like that. And then you get into the 88 keys. And then I've heard there's longer, more keys on the keyboard. But whatever boards you have, right? You might even have the 38. Is it 38 keys? I think whatever the smallest board you might have, or you might have 37 keys on the keyboard, something like that. Anyway, but the notes repeat themselves. That's half of what that's half of your battle, right? Knowing that you have the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, you're going to repeat some of the notes again in another key. D flat, E flat, there's that F again. G flat, A flat, B flat, C natural. You're going to repeat notes again. Oh, wow. So yeah, in C natural, we had F on the number 4. Okay, let's do the number system with this, because the number system is from 1 to 7. If you know how to count from 1 to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you are in the musical game. People might say 8, but because you're just going back from C to C. And that makes you play 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we already know 8 is what number? That's right, number 1. All right, I think somebody got that. Now, after 8, right, that's another ball game. So let's say this is 7, B natural, and then when we go to 8, right? What's next after 8? 9 is gonna repeat the same note that you already played with the D on the bottom. What's after 9? 10 with E to 3. Now we're talking about number system. F. What's the 4 now? What number? 8, 9, 10, 11. G is now 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And A natural is now what number? Number 6. But it's now number 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then you may hear people say you go back to the 7. I've never really heard anybody say, well, go to the 14. But people just say go back to the 7 and then you back to the 1. So you may hear people say, well, hey, man, you need to learn your major 7ths, right? You need to learn your major 9. You need to learn your 11th, major 11th, all right, and your 13th. All right. Now, it might sound funny when I say the 1. All right. I'm going to the 3. 1, 3. Let's do 1, 3, 5, 7. That's my 9. Because 9 was the 2, right? Right? And my 11 is what number? The 4. All right? And what's my 13? Yeah, right? So it might sound a little funny. So what I would do to try to make it sound a little pretty a little bit, I would just go ahead and sharp the F and go half step up, and you have a, see how pretty that sounds? It sounds much better. Or you can flat the 4, what's technically flat the 11, right? And then you get a different voicing. But see how that sounds? And basically what you ended up doing was you went to a D major chord in the right hand, but you had a D minor chord in the right hand, which gave us the 1, in the left hand, the third in the left hand, or people might call it the 10th. All right, the 5 in the left hand, and then we have the 7, and then in the right hand we're gonna pull off the 2, which is the 9, which is a minor chord we're heading to, and the 4, which makes us play an F chord, an F note, and then we have a 13, which is the 6th chord note, and that's a D minor chord. It might sound a little funny. So I recognize that the fact that, wow, it kind of sounds a little funny. Let me make it sound a little better. So I'll take the right hand and half step it up to D, up to F sharp, and that takes me to a D major chord in the right hand. Woo! But this makes me play a C major 9, sharp 11, and with the 13 at the top. But you may call it a C major 13, 9, sharp 11. Probably say, what happened to the 7? Well, the 7 is going to always be there. 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at, I done took y'all straight to the chords already from the gate. We done left the scale, but the scales create chords. Basically, your scales, it doesn't matter what key you do this in. You can go to D flat major or C sharp major, right? And I got my 7th there. 1. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got the 1, my 3rd, right? My 5th, and my 7th. This won't be as hard to figure out because I had already played a minor chord. So I'll half step up the minor chord, the D minor chord, to an E flat minor chord. And it kind of sounds funny, right? So if I want to make it sound pretty, all I have to do is half step up that one finger and go to a major chord, which I had already played a D major chord, and play an E flat major chord. Ooh. See, I got a chord movement right there. Now, if I go back to this chord here, I know that I can half step this minor move, right? All right, and half step, and knowing that I played a D major chord, I go C sharp and D flat major chord. What? All I did was D flat major chord up to the D major. You know. All right, so you can play around with this stuff. Okay, anyway, so learning your scales in all 12 keys, you can pull off the same movements over and over and over again. You basically just taking stuff and you transposing. If I know that I'm playing the 1, my 3, my 5, and my 7, all I have to do is move the hand up like I did the scale. Up, half step up, and go, uh-oh, my battery going dead already. And I go half step up to the next, and then I don't want to go to D scale. Now I want to go to E flat scale. Then I want to go to E scale. Remember, it's not about how fast you can go. Just remember the note that you previous hit, you half stepping up. You half step up to the next key, C sharp to D now. That's what they mean by either modulating or transposing or changing the key. Right? D to the E flat. So if I learn chords, can I get a witness? I'm just going to do the same thing. You know, all I did was took the same chord and transpose up whatever chord I was playing in my left hand, which is a B flat major 7, B major 7, right, and C major 7, 3rd inversion. Actually, I'm using the 2nd inversion. If I had a little tempo, you know, where's the little thing at? What's the little thingy thing I said? Oh, here it is. 1, 2. Practice. If I want to go backwards with it, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm just transposing, right? Right. So I'm just using the idea knowing I can transpose the scale to the next key. I'm not hitting any buttons to get myself there. D scale, D, E. Remember, you're going to repeat some of the notes that you did in previous scales. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Then we go to D flat or C sharp, whichever key signature you want to call it. At the moment, D flat, E flat, F. Now remember, the number is 1, D flat, E flat, I'm saying D flat now, 2, F, 3. I had already played the F note in the C scale, which was on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in the key of D flat, it's the 3. 1, 2, 3. G flat 4. A flat 5. B flat number 6. And C natural number 7. It was now earlier the 1. Oh. In some cases, you don't have to what they call recreate chords because you're going to already know. Uh-oh. I threw the cat out the bag already. All right, I'm gonna pull the cat out the bag. And then you go to the D scale, and then you have the D on the 1. E number 2, F sharp 3, because there's no flats in the key of D scale. G number 4, A number 5, B number 6, C sharp number 7, and back to your 1. Well, guess what? I had already played D earlier, which was the 2 in C, but now it's the 1 in D. My 2 in D in the D scale is the 3. The 2 in the C scale, it was what number? Exactly, the 3. Now F sharp. Now remember, I told you C sharp or D flat share the same notes. So now it's the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, the 3rd, number 3, in the key of D scale. But in C sharp, it was, I say the word C sharp. C sharp and D flat is the same thing. However, they just have 2 key signatures, right? It falls on the 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to recreate chords because they're already there. All right, cool. Let's go to the 4 in D. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. In C scale, it fell on the what number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5. But in the D scale, it fell on the 4. Now we go to A, which is now the 5 in D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's A now. What was it in the C scale? That's right, the 6. All right. Now I'm not telling you you have to play the same chord from okay, when we start talking chords, because I'm gonna give you the chord names for each scale. C major is the 1. D minor is the 2. Right? The 3 is E minor. The 4 is F major. The 5 is G major. Right? I get my fingers correctly in it, right? And A minor is the 6. But watch this. If I told you to half step up your 3rd, or actually your in the A scale 1, 2, 3, or in the C scale 1, which is your 1, and you half step it up in that scale, or the D scale, you get an A major chord. What? Or you get an A minor chord. Now, what I used to teach was, and I still do it, I was on my way, but anyway, I'm kind of jumping around just a little bit, kind of give you the little hint. But you're going to start recognizing some of the notes that's going to repeat themselves in other scales. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to go to B now. So B is a B minor chord. We have the A minor chord. With in the D scale, right, we have the A major chord. not minor, A major. But in C scale, on the 6, it was an A minor. But I'm trying to kind of give you a little hint. My battery going low? I'm trying to give y'all a little hint. You can go from the A minor to an A major, just like you can go from a C major to a C minor. What? Just like you can go from the B minor to the B major. I'm trying to give y'all a little hint. I'm trying to tell you, you can go from a G major to a G minor. They always say, well, where there's a major chord, there's a minor chord, right? Okay. And that's in any key, right? You can go from an A major chord, A flat major chord, to an A minor chord. Uh-oh, I think I'm telling you too much. You can go from a C sharp, a D flat major chord, to an E minor, to a minor chord, C sharp minor chord. What? Just drop by dropping the third. All right, gave you a little hint there. And you can go from the F major chord to the F minor chord. What? Just drop the third. Uh-oh. All right, and on and on and on. We can go to an E major chord to an E minor chord. We can go to the D major chord to a D minor chord. What? We can go from an E flat major chord to E flat minor. All right. Somebody might say, that's too much information. No, it's going to help you out along the way on how you can address your chords, because it'll kind of make things a little bit more easier. I'm not a professional with this, y'all, but anyway. But when you start hearing chords, you start hearing this chord, you're going to be like, wait, how are you addressing these chords? Trying to figure out how to address the chords and where they're coming from, right? It's coming from your scale. All right, so we have already did the key of D scale. Let's go to E flat. E flat, I'm just starting it up here. Normally I would start it out here. So we have E flat, the 1. We played this earlier. We have F. We played this note earlier. We had played this note here. So we have F, E flat on the 1, F2, G number what? 3. We played these notes already earlier. And what other keys? Let's think about it. Go back to the other keys and say, wait a minute. I already played these notes. I already know them. All right, cool. And we have A flat. So we have the 1 E flat, the 2 F natural, and the 3 G, A flat number 4, B flat number 5. Remember, we already played these notes before in the key of D flat. Battery going low. So you're going to hear some of the same notes that you had already heard from me doing earlier. I'm looking for my batteries. Did my wife move them? I had a pack of batteries somewhere. She must have moved them somewhere. All right. And so, yeah, you're going to duplicate notes. So E flat is a 1 now. F is number 2. Right. That G is number 3. A flat is number 4. B flat number 5. C number what? 6. And D number 7. We had played these notes earlier in other scale. What? So we played some of these notes earlier on. All right, cool. But you already know the number system: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, E flat to 1, F2, G number 3, A flat 4, B flat 5, C now is number 7. Now, it also was 1 earlier in the key of C scale. Y'all get the point now, all right? And D is number 7 in E flat. But earlier in the key of C was the what? The 2. All right, and in the other keys too as well, you're going to recognize. All right, let's kind of recognize that. All right, go to scale E. E, oh man, there's that E again. Oh, there's that F sharp again. There's that G sharp, because if you was in C sharp, that would be C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp. So now we have the E scale 1, F sharp 2, G sharp 3, number 4A, there's that A note again, 4, 5 is B now, again, I heard that earlier, C sharp, We played that earlier. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And number 7, the D sharp or E flat. It's number 7. And by the way, you can create chords just me doing that. There's a little secret to the madness. If you use it right. Hear that? What? Yeah, you can create chords from that. All right. I meant to mention that earlier on when I was messing with this. Anyway, so yeah, the number system is always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless you do continuation. After 7 comes 8, same note. 9, which is 2. 10 is 3. I'm better going low again. 4 is 11. 5, 12. Right. The 6 is 13. The 7. Go back to the 7. Then the 1. I haven't really heard nobody say go to the 14 and then back to the 1. It's kind of, Alrighty, so y'all get the point. Once you start learning how to do this in all 12 keys, then you start building your chords from the C scale if you want to. So I have the 1, 3, 5, my 7. Now before I even start messing with the 7th and the 9th and the 11th and the 13th, all right, before I even start doing that, I always start to make sure I learn my chords inversions. C major root position, or they call it triads. Take my 1 to the top, and then I have a C major inversion, first inversion. Take my bottom note, put it at the top. If you notice, I'm working the left hand. By the way, I haven't did this in a while because I've been, I'm still recuperating from my situation. My battery's going dead on here, but it's fighting. I'm gonna get as much as I can out of this battery charge. So we can go to the key of D flat, root position, first inversion, and second inversion. I'm sorry, D flat. There it is. And I will fight with this, right, until I get the right fingering and back to it. Okay, so practice your inversions, all right? You can do that in D, root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position, first inversion, second inversion. They're going to be your friend later, right? Okay. So practice all your major chords, C major, D flat major, D major, E flat. Right? I know it sounds dark. All right, back to root, first inversion, second inversion. All right, some people may ask, how do you strengthen your left hand? I'm right-handed, so I know my right hand is going to dominate pretty much. Or whatever I'm going to do. So I'll figure, let me get the left hand to work. Put the left hand to work. So learn your major move, also your minor move, your augmented move. I'm going to go through that right quick. So learn your major move. All right. Your minor move. You just drop in the third, half step back. And again, do your inversion. I'm just going to run through it right quick. Major move. All right. C minor move. So this is your major C major move, right? Then you're going to learn your C minor move, half step back the third. Go back to, listen, everything is built on your major move. The 1, 3, 5. Flat the third, and then you have a 1 flat 3, 5. C minor. Of course, your inversion. All right. I was going to bypass all that, but make sure you learn your inversion. All right, so we have the major move, a minor move I do. Go back to the major move, and I say, okay, what other chord can I learn? I said major move, minor. So we can go augmented, 1, 3, sharp 5, and do your inversions there. I haven't did mine in so long. All right, so learn your inversion. So we have the major move, the minor move, and augmented move. What else could I teach myself to do? Major move, minor, augmented. How about diminished? So I go back to the major move, 1, 3, 5. So what I will do is flat the 5, half step back, flat the third, half step back, add 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Battery going on again. Right, add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I don't know why they wouldn't call this a minor 6 or whatever, but anyway, they call this a diminished 7. Diminished 7. You just add, we call the word add 6. Same scenario, take my 1 to the bottom, put it at the top. Same thing, take my bottom and put it at the top. Same thing, take my note to the top, bottom to the top. There we go. All right, so now we learned a major move, minor move, augmented move, diminish. All right, what else could I teach myself? I guess I go to the major 7. So we got the 1, the 3, the 5, and the 7. Because I already know my numbers, right? And I know the notes that's associated to the number system. So we have a C major 7. I have the 1, right? The 3, the 5, the 7. I'm going to do inversion. That's the root position. My pinky's going to come off. Normally I do this little, well, I don't know how I learned it, but I did this little crazy thing where my fingers would slide, right? And kind of move a little bit, but you can also lift the finger or the hand if you want to. Whoop. There it is. So that's the first inversion, right? Third, the 5, and the 7, and the 1. We're gonna move the third to here, and that's the second inversion, right? So we got the 5, the 7, the 1, and the third, or the 3. So then can we move again? Yep, we can move to 5. Now this gets harder. I told you I'm right-handed. From my left hand, it's like, what? So we have the 7, the 1, third, and the 5. And we call that third inversion. So learn to make sure you do your major move and do your first inversion. You do the root first, second. If you notice, the major 7 changes and you can move more than once. The major move, you're going to use your stationary, I call this, first inversion, second inversion, just like you did the augmented move, root position, first inversion, second inversion. But your major 7, you can move a little bit more. All right. So you have stationary, first inversion, second inversion, and third inversion. You can move 3 times. All right, cool. So now we have the major move, the minor move, the augmented move, the diminished move. We have the major 7 move. Right? And you do this in all 12 keys, by the way, y'all. I mean, you just don't stop at the key where I stopped at. Because there's a total 12 keys. All right, I'm giving y'all my little secret thing I do has done already. Okay, so we got our major 7. So what if I told you let's minor the 7? Minor the 7, pass that back. People may call that a dominant chord, or they may call it a C7 chord. C7, because you flat the 7 in the scale. C flat 7. And then of course I added the the third and the 5th in there. The same scenario, you can move more than twice. You can move 3 times the station. I call it stationary chord root position. We're gonna move our C here. All right, so my finger shouldn't let me do that. All right, so that's first inversion. All right, first inversion, second inversion, and then we have the last inversion. Battery went dead again. Right, so make sure you learn your inversions. All right, so now we covered the root position, C major, the minor, augmented, diminished, major 7, like I said, dominant chord or C7 chord. All right. Okay, so now I'm thinking like, man, what other type of chords do I need to learn? All right, so we covered major, minor, augmented, diminished, dominant chord or whatever, major 7. And now I'm thinking, okay, we can go to the sus2. So I do that. My left hand thought it was going to get away again. All right, so we go back to the major chord, and all I'm doing is keeping the 1 and the 5, and I'm just going to whole step back the 4. I mean the 3rd. Whole step back that's the 3rd, and go to the 2nd. So now I have a sus2 chord. A C sus2 chord. Now, can I do an inversion with that? Of course. I can just move my 1 battery to here. And that gives me what I usually call the secret sauce chord. All right, this is a D7 sus4 chord. D7 sus4 chord. I'm taking y'all to the heart now at this point. All right, no more secrets. So I have the sus2, and I did an inversion of that and giving you the D7 sus4 chord. See, sus2 and the D7 sus4. Now, if I want to keep on doing an inversion of that, I can move my D here. And that gives me a G sus4. So I went from a C sus2. Okay, now my right hand want to step in. Right? So that gave me like an idea. Right? It gives me more ideas. Because I know I can go from a major move to a sus major move to a sus2 move to a secret sauce chord to the sus4 chord. Now, let's be doing this 3-finger chord in left hand. Watch this. What? Right. That just gave me an idea. sus2, a major move. sus2 move. Secret sauce chord move. And a sus4 move. Oh, so I'm just, you can start connecting the dots along the way. And of course, transpose that to other keys, and you see what's going to happen, when you start getting into it, You see what I'm saying? I can go from the sus2 to the sus4 to the secret sauce chord. sus2. All right, the D7 sus4 or the sus4 chord. All right, that's a little bit extra. All right, but that also helped me out when sometimes I hear a musician doing something, I'll be like, oh, okay, I know what he's doing now. C major. You see how I used it? So I went major, right? sus2, then I'm flat to 5. Now I'm just using this melody line at the top. You get loose with it. You can get loose to it. I could have went that way too. So basically I went from C major. I can go to the sus2. I can go to the augmented chord. Remember, I played the augmented chord earlier. Right? Now it's the E flat that makes me do something else too. Alright, depends on what bass you want to go to, And play around with this little melody line. And I'm messing around with the major 7 with the flat 5, transposing. Alright, so this is an F major chord because I'm landing on the F. Okay, a battery going low again. Because I'm landing on the F major move. And remember, it's the same thing I'm doing from the the scale stuff, but I'm just using certain notes to take me to where I want to go. You remember the scale? What? And all I did was transpose the scale. What? The scale. Just without using the B flat or one of the notes along the way. I might twang off a note. Flat 5. Yeah, I heard this little groove. I'm just repeating the same chord, y'all. Right? So this is F major 9. Right? F major. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just omitting, of course, the 4. Going to the 5, the 6, the 7. All right. And the 9. So this is F major 9. And then I'm going to flat the 5. You might hear me doing that twanging. And you probably didn't realize I'm actually messing with the sus2 too. Right? Right? Twanging off that sus2. That C sus2 I told you was going to come up. Did I not tell y'all that? And even if I use the 7 sus4 chord, I can do that slider, that grace, or twang it. Or what? What? Or twang on the D sus4 or the D sus4 or the A sus2. Right, and play around with that. Anyway, but your chords are generated off your scales. Right. So I'm saying F, I'm gonna play the 1, the 2, the 3, the scale. I'm gonna skip the 4 and jump to the 5 with the right hand. I'm gonna go to 6 with the right hand. We'll play the 7 and technically the 2, but it's now the 9. Because remember, F was my 1, down here is the 8, now 9. So that's why we call it the F major 9. And I'm gonna flat the 5, which is my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you heard that, you know, with some groovy. My battery going dead on it. Is it going dead? I think the harder I play it on it. Ooh, y'all better be looking out on. Where's my other cell phone? I might have to create me a track. And you repeating that same thing when you go to the other key. What? Wait, look. Because I'm flatting the 5. Flat 5. The flat 5. Flat 5. Woo. Flat. Flat the 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. E flat 5. Same thing. If I flat the E, D scale. 5, flat 5. Woo. All right. So all of the chords I'm playing are all of the chords I mentioned early on in this movement, major, minor. All right. Not all of them. You might get an augmented move somewhere, maybe. You might get a diminished move. You might get that dominant chord move, maybe, right? That major 7 move, sus2, D7 sus4 chord, all right? And the G sus4 chord, Depends on how you want to look at it from that angle. So what other chords come to mind after I did the sus2, the sus4, and then, okay. And then I started thinking tritone. How to create your tritone. Take any note and count 6 notes up from the note you're already hitting. And start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have a C tritone. Doesn't matter what note you pick. F note. If you want to go in reverse, then you start selecting the note thereafter. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have a B tritone. If you're on the F and you want to go 6 notes up from the note you already playing. All right, I'm going to play this thing till the battery's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I have an F tritone. So I have an F tritone and a B tritone. Oh, guess what? I can go back to a B tritone because I already know B here. You know, B here, and I'm sorry, and the F will move here. So B tritone here, F tritone here, or B tritone on the bottom, F tritone. So I already know that. Right, now the way I learned this was just, hey, this is a tritone. And just started going chromatically in reverse. Right, B flat or A sharp tritone, A tritone, A flat or G sharp tritone, G tritone, F sharp or G flat tritone, which I already mentioned, F tritone, E tritone, E flat. Now you're starting to do what we call, I guess, transposing the tritones, because you remember I already did that earlier. All right, so I'm just chromatically going in reverse of it. I'm gonna run this thing until the battery's dead. E tritone, E flat tritone. We already know that's G tritone. D tritone. We already know that's A flat tritone. Oh, we already did it. And then we have C sharp or D flat tritone. We already know that goes to a what? G tritone. I meant to say A tritone on another one. Okay. And then we right back to the C tritone, which we played higher up, but also is a F sharp or a G flat tritone. So now I got these chords underneath my fingertip: major move, right? Minor move, augmented move. I already know the inversions, right? Diminished, dominant chord, I guess you want to call it. Major 7. I got my sus2. I got my D7 sus4 chord. I got my sus4 chord, G sus4 chord. All right, I'm on my way. And then my tritone. Or however deep you want to take it. Right, wherever you want to select it at. And then I started messing around with, as a beginner musician or rookie or whatever, the types of movements when it comes to the tritone. Do I just go straight? Or do I do the change up the rhythm in a little bit? Or the style, if you will. All I'm doing is playing the same chord, the same tritone the second time. Once, and then I hit it again. And go to the next tritone. And do the same thing. Hit again, and drop down to the next one. Hit again, drop down to the next tritone. Because I've already demonstrated the straight way. Descending. And then ascending. So now I say, okay, let me change this up. I'm better going there. You see? Just changing up the rhythm a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It just changes it up. It kind of give it a little idea. You know what I'm saying? And then do down here. Or whatever, however you want to do it. And then all of a sudden you start to generate the chords you already was told earlier. I hear the idea in mind. One of these secret sauce chords. Is it gonna be this one? Then I'll figure it out. It's gonna be one of these secret sauce chords. Is it that one? Ah, maybe that one? No, maybe this one. Let me see. Ah, there it is. Oh, that sounds cool. All right, y'all know where I was headed to. Transposing now. Is that my dad bad? Okay. Oh, it's transpose. Oh. Oh. Let me see. G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 my 5, 6 in G. Oops, that was an accident. And then that take me to A flat. And find my scale in A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. And all I'm doing is 5, 6, 5, 1, 1, 1. Now, I switched up on y'all. So instead of me taking the secret sauce chord, I went to the sus4 chord and the sus2 chord. I'm gonna omit the 4, the fourth. No, omit the 4 and hit 1 and 5 instead of me messing around with the secret sauce chord. All right, so now I'm thinking, oh man, in the key of G scale, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 1, 1. What? Oops, that was an accident. Because I'm just hitting in the scale the 1, the 5. Right? Now, I said I was thinking about the secret sauce chord. Now, it's going to come next because, y'all know we got to do that little drive. That move right there, right? So, that means now I go, if I'm in the key of G. So, if I already know this move now, I just taught myself this a minute ago. And then you see the musician be like, drive, let's go. You see how I use the tritone? I told you, my tritone is going to be your friend. And the secret sauce chord I told you was a D7 sus4 chord. Half step back is F sharp. All right. So we have the D7 sus4 chord. Now we have the C sharp. Or the D flat 7 sus4 chord with the tritone. Woo! And I know now 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually. What? And then let's go back to that chord we did a minute ago. Right, and all I'm doing in the scale there, oops, I'm asking y'all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I find my 5 and my 6. And I find my 1 and my 5 and 1. 5, 5, 6, 5. You can start on the 1 if you want to. You might hear people do it. Remember, it's rhythmic. It's all about rhythmic. No one's taught me how to do this. Matter of fact, actually, this is just me thinking of it for a moment. All right, so this is just me thinking of a rhythmic, get off the strings here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 5, 1, 5, 1, 6 and G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 1, 1, 1. Or I can go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1. Let me do that slow. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1. Can I do both of these? Oh, it won't let me do it? Hold on. trying to get the other one to... Okay, both piano and EP1 can mix together. You can mix the strings and all that too, right? So yeah, and this is all about practicing, y'all. Oh, from a beginner musician, nothing is I want to say nothing is not easy. Nothing should be hard, but this is something that we all need to practice on. All right, and so then I realized, okay, cool, let's go to the 3 in G, right? Well, right? It's the 3, 4. All right, 4 up. So and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so my bass should correlate what I'm doing. Right? The next tritone is E tritone up. Woo! The next tritone up should be an F tritone. Woo! Right? And I'm moving 4 chords. You notice I'm moving my bass line at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little concentration there. 1. All right, so I know I'm doing an E flat tritone. All right, E tritone. All right, a little concentration, F tritone. Woo. Right, get my finger in the right spot, battery's lit. And then I go up to the G flat or F sharp tritone. That's all about practicing, because again, I have to practice this, right? Just like anybody else would, with a little bit of, put some time into it, or whatnot, right? Right. Practice a little bit. But now if I'm on an organ, of course, my pedals is going to be on my pedal. All right, so that would be the 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now listen to this. This is going to be interesting. So if I did this kind of stuff, this just moves me to another key, to a B. What? It just moves me to another key movement. Because of the little. Y'all catch that later. All right, I was in G. All right, so the movement was 5, 6, 5. You can do 5, 6, 5, 1, 1, or you can go 1, 1, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, and later on it gets faster. That's all you just back and forth 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, but depending on the tempo you're using. Let's head on out 3. You know what I'm saying? 4 up. Hold on. My fingers. I'm so used to. All right, 1, the 3, 4, 4 up. All right, whatever. But when I was transposing, my brain was thinking, when I did the move here, what? My fingers on that B, then I can change the key, and then take us to the key of B, and knowing that I find my 6 in that key. Is this battery dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. I know I can go from G to B. just so you know that when you're doing that chromatic move going up, you can do that. Go to another key. All right. So even though I was in G, and I'm saying, let's get out of here, bro. And then I can hit you here. And if I already know what the chord is going to be in that key, which I said, all right, y'all know what I mean. And then you can start this hoop move here. And you mess around with this and take the A flat, or here, just put me in G. Then I go up. Just put me A flat. Because I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, 1. And I already know sus4, half step up, and omit the 4. All right. Okay, cool. Now that I know I can do this, that put me A. If I know my A scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, just so you kind of get an idea. And I already know the markup. Y'all get the point. All right, so yeah, you can have fun with this stuff. It's a trip. Because you're already going to know the chord. You're already going to know the movements. Because these transpose. What is it that we're playing? We're playing this is the B major in the left hand. All right. So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5. You already should have an idea what we're doing now. All right. I already told y'all what the chorus was earlier. So, because I play a lot of it all the time with the flat 5. So, let's see, we got the B major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna flat the 5. Causes you to play like a tritone, as I said earlier. What's the chord I play? All right. And the B scale, we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 7, flat 7. So we have the flat 5, flat 7. Right, B major, flat 7 with the flat 5, flat 7. All right, flat 7, flat 5, flat 7. All right, and then what else did we do here? 1, 2, 3. We flat the 3rd. All right. All right, so you're gonna play a lot of this stuff here. All day. Right? So basically just playing the major 7. All right, so you're playing the E major 7 with the flat 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5. All right. E, you're playing like an E major 7 with a flat 5. I'm just transposing. Right. E major with a flat 5. Hold on, let me look at my other finger. Hold on, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, E major 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, E. I'm sorry, not flat 5, flat 7. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat 7. My bad. So E major 7 with a flat. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flat 6. Flat 6. Flat 13. Actually, I think they call it the flat 13 instead of calling it the 6. E major 13. All right. I forgot. My brain is fried, y'all. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, and you just duplicate the same chords in reverse. My brain went to sleep. I forgot what I was talking about now, because we play this all the time. So let me do this right. E major. That's 5, flat 5. And then E major 7. E 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With the flat 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's more flat 5. I had to remember it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5. And then 5, 6, 7, flat 7. And then E major 7, flat 5, flat 7. That don't sound right to my ear here. Anyway, y'all get the point. My brain it's fried now. But you hear all this all the time with the tritone with the secret sauce chord. Right. So E man. I thought this is E minor 7 with the flat 5. Hold on. E minor with the flat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E minor 7 with the flat 5. There you go. All right. I have to think about it. Like E minor 7 with the flat 5. Because I know my scale E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flat 5. 6, 7. So my 7 got minor. So that means, so we're playing the E minor 7 with the flat 5. My bad, y'all. Woo! Be like Rick Flair. Woo! Woo! Okay. E minor 7 with a flat 5, y'all. It's the drugs. All right. I had to take my medication. And so you're gonna hear the major 7 with the flat 5, and you're gonna hear the minor 7 with the flat 5. All right. So you have the E major with the flat 5, which I played earlier. So we have F major. Yeah. So we have the F major with the we have the F major 9. We played that, and then we flat the 5. Okay. And then earlier you heard me playing. This is the E flat major 7 with the flat 5 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you hear this move like. Well, hold up. Do the other chord. All right, this is a chord movement you can be playing around with. Woo! I didn't do the twanging, you know, the little twang, right? But yeah, so you can go from an F major 9, all right, F major 9 with the flat 5, and then you can go to a E flat major 7 with the flat 5, with the flat 5, or twang it, whatever, or grace. That's grace. So you know. All right. And then transpo. All right, I think I hit the chord suit. F major 9. All right, F major 9 with the flat 5. Flat the 5 to an E flat. Major 7 with the flat 5. You know, stuff like that. And then I could go here. So we have an F minor. See, we have the F minor. F minor 9. All right, so we play the F minor 9. Play around with that flat 5. Then I can go here. Or let's do the descending move. Let me go to this move. And then this move. Oh, that didn't sound too great. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I had to move the left hand. There it is. If you notice, I'm playing around with that sus2 chord. Major. The sus2 chord. Major. I'm going to B augmented. If I add the top note, it'll be flat. All right, and that just makes me play a B. 1, 2, 3. All right, and what happened here? We're doing the B major scale. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6 got flatted. Depends on the chord in the left hand. Because now my left hand fell on the F. So that makes me play an F minor 7, F minor, F minor. Maybe I say that right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Whoop. 7 here. Right here though. All right, because it was get tricky sometimes when I'm looking at my finger. I'm like, wait, when am I playing the 1, flat 1, 1, flat 1, flat the 3rd, right? And F, by the way, and B, which is the flat 5, technically F minor, but my finger's on this E flat, so that means I'm flat to 7, which makes me play an F minor 7. All right, because I'm playing the 2, I'm playing the F minor 9. F minor 9 because my 2 is up here in this here. Well, I could have both did it this way too. It caused me to play the crunch and double up. So that would have been F minor 9. F minor 9. So you can go from an F major 9 to a flat 5. Right? F major 9, flat 5 to a minor 9, F minor 9. And then go to E flat major 9. I want to say 13, 9, 11. 13, E flat major 13, 9. But because I'm gracing the 6, which is the 13. And that brings me back to that sus2 chord again all day. Or if I play the chord like that, straight. So basically I'm playing an E flat, no bass line. Unless I go to C, then that means I'm going to be playing a C minor 9, 11. C minor 13, 9, 11. Yeah. And then that makes my right hand want to play the chord fat. And down at the bottom, just you're playing the 5th. All right, you're playing the 5th. Even though I'm minor in the 3rd in the left hand. I'm surprised my left hand can read. We call these fat chords. Woo! But still, at the end of the day, I'm still playing a C minor 9, C minor 13, 9, 11. All right, or C minor 13, 9 actually. Skip the 11 because the 11 will be this. That will be an accidental here. That would be an accident if I did that. That sounds weird, but anyway. Right, so yeah, so it'll be a C minor 13, 9. Because people, you hear people say, learn your major 9, the minor 9s, and then you can do your 11, actually, matter of fact. You could do your 11, actually, because minor major is different, minor is different. Yeah, you can do your minor 9, 11 too, because it will be the F, actually. Did I say F sharp? It will be the F. Right. I remember my scale, y'all. There it is. So C minor 9, 11. C minor 13, 9, 11. That's probably the way people will do it, but people might say 9, because I already know what my 9 is, the 2. Right, in that key. C minor 9, 11, 13. But I've seen people say 13, 9, 11. That'll make you play the chord fat. But you can also play the chord fat here. It just misses me taking off the 5th. And because the 5th is going to be already in the minor move. So you can... Or... So you might hear the top note, even though it's here. And then you also hear the F. Even I'm doing the 11. And you hear me twanging the 13. And E flat, basically. If I were not playing the bass line, then just change my chord name to an E flat major 9, 13. 9, 13. Just that easy because of the C scale, 1, 2, 3. If you flat the third, it seems like it's related to the C scale in a sense, but because the E flat is the 1. All right, I'm gonna give y'all this for free. A flat is related to C minor, which creates A flat major 7 chord. A flat mixed with C minor, y'all. Give y'all this for free. C minor is related to E flat. E flat, C minor, E flat. So you have A flat to the C minor to the A, E flat minor, E flat major. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. So I'll give y'all this for free. So E flat is also related to G minor. What? E flat, G minor. That's why you hear this chord. Come on now, I'm gonna run this battery till it's dead. So you have that A flat, C minor, E flat, G minor. And if you hear these voices of chords, you hear it like here. A flat, C minor, E flat, G minor. Watch this. Let's do it. A flat is related to C minor. C minor related to E flat. E flat related to... All of these chords are related to each other. That's how you use it. What? So A flat with the sus2, F sus2. Watch this, F sus2. What? All right, I can take that and do that with the C sus2. What? Yes. And knowing that I can go with the 7 sus4 chord, and knowing that I can go with the sus4 movement and the sus2, and watch this, go to an F sus2. What? Y'all already know where we're going, right? That's right, to a C sus4. Guess what? And it's secret sauce. We can go to a B flat sus2. What? To an F sus4. To its secret sauce chord. So I can go F sus4, B flat sus2, to its secret sauce chord. And use it. Remember I said A flat, C minor, E flat, G minor, B flat, to C sus2, its secret sauce, sus4, G sus4, to an F sus2, all right, to a C sus4, and its secret sauce chord, to B flat sus2, to F sus4, and its secret sauce chord, because they all blend and they all share the same, some of the same notes in the scale, and I can use that idea. So I use the B flat sus2. Let's get some strings in here. All right, B flat sus4, 2, F sus4. All right, I'm sorry, my bad, hit the wrong one. Look. And then secret sauce. Switch that over and go to an F sus2, C sus4, and its secret sauce chord, G7 sus4 chord. I can switch that over to a C sus2, D7 sus4 chord, G sus4. From G sus4 to F sus2. I'm sorry, G sus4 to F sus4 to C sus4. Switch that over to G sus4, C sus4. Remember, I could go from to the C sus4 to the F sus2 in the secret sauce. B flat sus4. All right, that's another one. So anyway, so you have the C sus4, F sus4, B flat sus4, and let's see, can we go A flat too? Yes. A flat to B flat to C flat. I'm sorry. A flat sus4 to B flat sus4 to C sus4. Depending on what you want to do. To F sus4. C. B flat. A flat. Maybe even E flat sus4. And I'm just playing A flat major 7 on the bottom. And of course, I could have used the secret sauce chords with that along the way. Yeah, I'm messing around with it. See what it led me to? Woo! What? That's crazy. Wherever you're trying to go. Because once you start understanding chords and stuff, you pretty much on your way. I didn't mean to do all this, but I haven't really practiced in a while. That's why learn chords, right? Because all I'm playing is the G major chord to a C major chord to an F major chord. All right, I'm gonna run this thing till the battery's dead. All right, so my right hand is just doing the it's a scale. So it's a G major chord, so it's going 5, 1, 2, 3. Because of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My left hand's playing G major. I'm just coloring it with one extra note. While my right hand is going 5, 1, 2, 3. Remember, I told you about the 3-finger chords. If I'm in G scale, it's gonna be my friend. What? And listen, y'all, I'm playing the major chord, but I'm also gracing, or I'm twanging off of the sus2 chord to major. Right? I'm just twanging off of it. Is this battery dead already? Major, D major to D sus2. Now, if I wanted to do the secret sauce chord, I just put the up here. Then that makes me play the, but my thumb wants to layer over it. See the difference? The D at the top. If I use my thumb, it's gonna layer over it as well. Oh, then go to D major chord. All right, y'all get the point now. So in this case, I'm twanging. sus2, D sus2, and I'm twanging it up to the D major chord. And I'm in the G scale movement. And also some of the G scale notes shared the same notes in the D scale. So that's why I'm able to do that. Transpose, half step back. All right, so basically I'm playing the F major 9, right? F major 9. And all I did was transpose the F major 9 up to what? G major 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, to a G major 9, to an F major 9. Transpose up to the G major 9 chord. And to make this thing simple was what I was going to do early on, but now let's go ahead and tell y'all. So the Nashville system says this is the C major on the 1. It tells you the 2 chord is the minor, D minor. Nashville system says this is the 3rd chord, E minor move. Number 4. Let's go again. 1. I'm running things to his dead. C is the 1. Y'all gotta catch this. It took me a minute to catch this. 2 is a minor chord. The first chord was number 1, major. And of course, I know my inversion. 2 chord is a minor chord. Of course, I know my inversion there too as well. My 3rd chord is an E minor chord. Catch this. This is the F major chord. Catch this. This is the F major chord. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, and 5. Right? The major move. And the same thing, the minor move does the same thing. 3 flat, 1 flat, 3, 5, right? And then we have the E minor, 1 flat, 3, 5. But I told you, if you're tripped off of this, you was at the minor chord, right? Wherever there's a minor chord, it's got to be a major chord, which is your 3rd. Half step up is a D major chord, what I keep playing earlier. So where there's a C major chord, there's going to be a minor chord half stepping it back. So if you go up to your 2 chord in the C scale, or it's in the C Nashville system, it's a D minor. But if you half step up, it's going to be a D major move. Oh, so that's number 2, right? My 2 chord is the D minor chord in the C Nashville system, right? We're on the 3, which is E minor. Half step up that note. I think when I hit the notes hard, the battery goes dead. Then we have an E major, E minor, E major. But we're in the C scale thing. Now we got the 4, which is F major. F major. But if I half step back the 3rd in F, we get the F minor move. Oh, kind of like the C minor move, half step back the 3rd. Oh, but when I was in the E minor, you half step up to the right. Oh, I mean the D minor. D minor half step up to your right. Make you play a major move. Oh, now we have the E minor, you half step up to the right. Then you have an E major. Oh, F major, when we get the F major chord, you have to half step back. And then you have the F minor, like you did the C major, half step back to the 3rd, and then you're on the F minor. Y'all catch that? All right, cool. So we have the G minor, the same scenario, half step back your 3rd, 2, 3, half step back. Oh, now we have the A minor, we half step up the 3rd. And then we have an A major. Oh, okay. When we get to the 7, that's a whole different ball game. But okay, so let's go to the 7. So it's the diminished move. All right, we might have to take off 1 note, but however, you can take the 3rd, 1, 2, or actually the 3rd, or the 2nd actually. Yeah, your second. I guess I could say your 2nd half step up, half step back, half step it back. Oh, my bad. I'm lying there. Yeah, you take your second and half step it up, right? And then your well, this is going to be a little awkward to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 5 happens to be flat, so you have to end up half stepping it up, and then you have a B major chord, and of course you take the A flat off, and then you have a B major chord. All right, but if you half step back your the third and B down, then you got a minor move, augmented move, a minor move. I'm sorry, minor move, B minor. I'm gonna run this battery till it's dead. All right. So there's a little something that you have to learn. And I had already taught that already earlier when I mentioned major, minor, augmented, diminish. I already taught that already. Right. I already taught you out that little trick. And you do this in all 12 keys, you're gonna have chords underneath your fingertips. In most case scenario, you're gonna figure out some stuff, if not majority, from a beginner musician of what other musicians are doing. But in some cases, you have musicians that may play the major chord in the left hand and solo in the right. Because that's pretty much what's happening here. 5, 1, 2, 3 in the scale. Right? So 5, 1, 2, 3, 3, or one time. Let's do it one. All right, we're doing what? The inversion of the C major chord. Root, position, first inversion. And we just melody line in at the top, right? Which is, we say we in G, that's the 4. Am I running out of battery now? So that was the 5. And I said we in G, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to the 4 move in the right hand. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's the mood it's going to be. Back down to the 3. Then we're going to go to the next chord. And then we have an F major chord. Remember, F major root. First inversion, second inversion. That's why it says it's important to learn your inversions, because you might, this might help out to kind of get an idea where the musicians potentially could be playing their chords at. Now, remember, if you don't play the major move, you can play the secret sauce move. We can play the major move or the secret sauce chord, or both, actually. If my finger allows me to play both, then I'll get away with it. Either F major or both of the chords, which means I'll be playing basically the secret sauce chord and the major chord at the same time. All right, so it's an F major chord I'm technically playing, but I'm also playing the G7 sus4 chord at the same time with the major chord. They call that to make it sound full, you know what I'm saying? Now here it is too. When I went to the C major chord, remember I can go in the scale if I'm thinking of the scale, the C scale, and I can play the 2 because my thumb wants to play 2 notes. So I have the 3rd, the 5, the 1, and the 2. Now that depends on what I'm doing in the right hand too, y'all, because that number could be not the 2, it can be also the what? The 9. All right, so that all depends. Let's see. Now we're going up. So now we're going to B flat. And I may color the B flat with the add 2. We might call it the 9. But it's the 2 because I'm soloing it with the right hand. So you hear like the solo stuff. Oh, that's something I was just learning from Elder Delvin Watkins a while back. I'm surprised I even remember this stuff. here is technically that G minor chord I told y'all earlier. And I'm just coloring it with the F underneath, which makes it seem like I'm playing a B flat. Remember I told you A flat is related to C minor, C minor related to E flat, E flat is related to G minor related to B flat. I already told you earlier, so that's why I said, G minor and B flat. Oh, that sounds pretty. So I just kind of made it sound pretty. G in the left hand, C in the left hand. All right, technically, F major in the left hand, but like I said, the secret sauce chord in the left hand, E flat in the left hand. Right, and this technically this is a G minor chord with the if you know your G scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, y'all know my G scale? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically that's the 7th, right? Well, we end up flat in the 7th. So G minor 7, I guess you want to call that a G minor 7, or 6 or 7, whatever y'all want to call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 6. That's the 7. So I half step back to 7 and flat to 7. What do y'all want to call it? Sharp 13? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so that's just making the chord sound pretty. All right. And then, and on the transpose, yeah. All right. And you either go back to that chord, or I can take it to the E flat major 9, or E flat 13, E flat major 13-9 chord in the left hand. That's me playing it fat. Remember, I told you C minor, E flat, and G minor and B flat, they all share the fatty. I call it the fatty chord. They all share the same thing. Let me see. Now that takes me to the I'm not going back to that other chord I said. I lied. This one, F minor. Actually, B flat minor. Hold on. Yeah, B flat minor. Now this could be tricky because I can go D flat major, but my fingers seem to want to hit right. The B flat minor. We have root position, first inversion, second inversion, and the other finger wants to hit the A flat, so that makes me play a D flat major chord technically. Right, D flat. All right, so let's get that string again. Or was it? Okay, so yes, my hand definitely want to hit that B flat, but it's D flat, or it can be B flat minor or whatever. All right, and then the last chord. Yeah, I already heard me playing this chord earlier. I already told y'all what that was earlier. All right, this is just basically E flat major 13-9, fatty. Right, you know, you can hear that so many different ways. Inside, outside. You know what I call it, fat chords. And all I'm just bringing the notes here. In the E flat scale, E flat scale. So I'm doing that in the E flat scale move. Remember, E flat shares some of the same notes as B flat, A flat, D flat. Ooh, that was kind of funny. What was I doing? I just had an idea in my head. All right. So yeah. Right. So it's a nice little move. G to C, F, B flat. Nice move. Then he comes out of the string. I kind of picked this idea up from a song that he did, kind of Lifestyle of Worship, but it was not the original lifestyle original, the way the song was actually done. Is it gonna cut off? Or how the song was done. If I listen to it, I could probably learn it. The Judy McAllister style, or how they did it West Coast style. But anyway, I hadn't got around to that. Anyway, so that was all. The whole movement was just like an intro that Elder Devil came up with on his own, you know. So that was dope. So, you know, and you're going to hear a lot of chords that are blending with the 3-finger chord. Right? I'm going to come on some outside more. Come outside some more. Come outside some more. Come outside some more. Woo! Make it fat. Right. And understanding versions, all right? Right, you know, something. That's why, you know, you hear these chords, and then that's why they blend, right? That's why they sound super dope, because I understand that, oh, I got this move here. So I'm saying, if I want to start a move here, you see what I'm saying? So, woo! And I'm just messing around. Here we go. So I understand the versions. That's a chromatic move. You're doing the chromatic going down. Whatever the tritone move you headed to, and a partial diminish. Oh, so partial diminish. And then you can go to E flat. Or you can go C minor. C minor, okay, you can go C minor 7. A flat. Depends on where you want to go. Because if you know they're related, you can pull this off and create chords from it, you know. That's the chromatic going up. Chromatic going backwards. Now I don't have to make that long. I could have made it shorter. Da da da. And chord. Da 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 da. Chord. Or I could, now it was just 2 notes. 1, 2, chord. Or I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you know. It depends on you, how you feeling at the moment. Same thing going up. It could have just been there. Chord. 1, 2. So either I'm a descending or I'm ascending. Or descending. As long as you know what your target chord is. You know what I'm saying? And transpose up. And if I got a chance, I would have did this. Right? You just, you know, trying to style it. All right? And no, you just got to know what chord movement you want to play. You know, as Sebastian Wheat would say, just a thought out. You have this thing thought out already. Yeah, because, you know, you already planning on. Oh, that worked. Ooh, that worked. Ooh, that worked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You thinking it out. You know, some people think they movements out before they do it, or some people pre-practice it. You know, before, pre-practice. So when I mean pre-practice, like, if I want to go, you know what I'm saying? I'm planning it out. Let me see how this is gonna work. Oh, that was cool. That worked. Maybe I would. If I went, okay, cool. Let me see, transpose. Oh, that worked. I'm transposing. All right. Now I'm pre-practicing it now. I'm pre-meditating for sure, right? So when I do go out, and when I ever get a chance to go out again, right? I'm practicing it. Oh, that was cool. Oh, cool. That sounded kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you pre-plan for my beginner musicians. Pre-plan what you want to do. Oops. See, ta-da-da. Ta-da-da. You know. So pre-plan your practice, whatever. Well, how'd I go? Nope. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. So hold on. How I started out? Oh, okay. I forgot one chord. Okay, I got it now. Here it is. Right. So I'm pre-practice, so I know what I'm gonna do when I get to it. And then, see, nope. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Hold on. How I do that? Let me see. I'm thinking. Trying to remember how this musician did it. Josh did it. Now I'm throwing some of my own little. Where'd he go? D major, D major. There it is. Okay. All right. So E flat, D major. Splitting the D major chord, or actually splitting the E flat chord to D major. That's what made me remember. Okay. E flat, D major, E flat. All right. G minor. Remember? We gotta remember what inversions. So the E flat major, splitting the chord up. This is the D major chord. So you're splitting the move up. This is the G minor. Right. All right, we know this is gonna be A flat. Right, and so here we go. All right, so we had G minor, A flat, G minor. This is A flat. Because you have to understand what inversions he's doing. Is a second inversion of the E flat. All right, second inversion of the D major. That's a D flat. I'm sorry. Second inversion of E flat. second version of D major and back up to it. So it's like, you know, then we go G minor, second version. My battery's going dead. Let's see, I'm gonna run the thing till it's dead. Right? And then A flat, first inversion, back to G minor again. A flat, second inversion, back to G minor again. A flat, and then E flat. So he splits it up with two hands. Right, so that's gonna go like this. Right. Then he does this little crazy thing. So remember I told y'all that? I hear that little thing, you know? Right, so it's like C minor, right? A flat major 7. Second inversion and also the root. So this gets tricky. The left hand swoops over like as if you're about to do the tritone, and then that's that G major. So I forgot one chord. My bad. See, hold on. Wait, hold up. This is kind of crazy. I did this. A G major chord, but carrying it with the E flat at the bottom. It's crazy how you did that. So it's like. Keep forgetting that one chord. Now I'm still carrying this C at the bottom, and then we do this little crazy thing because we're doing inversion of the G major chord. I gotta switch the hand and do inversion. Because it's the first inversion, and then the second inversion. So it's kind of crazy how you did it. I think he kind of arpeggiated it in there somehow. And then, of course, the keyboard player took his hands off the keyboard, and hear that chord come. There's that chord I played earlier, the E flat 13 9 chord with one hand. And then the organ player, I think it was Dave Jackson in the background, picked it up and played this little melody line. What I played? So I pick up little ideas here and there. All right, then he does this thing. What? And he kind of twins this off like a major C major, but using this almost like it's about to use a, I was gonna say the sus2 chord, but he's actually using what we call the major. Is this my fifth? I think that's what it is. But he messed around with it and twins it off like he's playing a C major chord actually, and you just do this. Try to do it slowly and kind of twang that off the third. 1, 2, 3, the third, and twang it. Right? Something like that. And if you notice, my left hand is playing major 7s, as I said earlier. C major 7 or the G sus4. Because you have the C major. Remember to substitute that to a sus2 chord. And I already know that. And I hear that idea already because so anyway, he does this little thing, you know. Right, so but you already know this is the F major 9 chord. Actually, F major 9. I also got the 13. 2, 3, 4, 6 to 13. So it's F major 13 9 chord. So that's what I'm swinging off there. All right, see. So I told you I can go from the sus2 to the secret sauce if I wanted it to. All right, which will be in the left hand. The left hand's gonna carry it. All right, so the left hand is picking it up, and the right hand's picking it up. What? Yeah. So basically, I'm playing the sus4 in the right hand and the major 7 in the left hand. And transpose. Well, actually, I'm going to B flat with the right hand, which y'all already heard me playing earlier. Y'all already literally heard me play this chord earlier from the other song. That same chord. So basically, all I'm doing is from a F major 9 13 chord to a B flat chord. And then transposing the F major 7 and a step back, a whole step back. You know, you hear these groove. I know y'all heard this stuff. But boom, you know what I'm saying? You transposing all day. Transposing up. All day. Right, sus4. And if I know major 7, right, major 7, now instead of me transposing back, I'm a whole step back. Whole step, or actually, half step back, actually. Half step. That's all I'm doing. Half step back. Now, half step back is when I do that. And so I have to say half step. Half step. Half step back, you know. Like that. That's half step back. So anyway, now people might say whole step, depending on how you look at it from the right hand, basically. And then I'm just duplicating the same chords from what I already learned. C major 7. Put that with a D major chord. How about an E flat note? How about an F? How about an F sharp? I try to see which one makes. There it is, G. I tried it with the C. It's alright. Try D. Let's go D flat up. Sounds funny. How about D up? Okay, that sounds cool. How about E flat? Kind of sound funny. How about E? Funny a little bit. F? Might get away with the F. The C and the F. How about F sharp and G flat? Sound kind of funny. How about G? Yeah, so G sound kind of cool. How about A flat? Funny. How about A? Kind of funny. B flat? Let's try B flat. Funny. How about B? So you start figuring out what major chords you can put this with. For the most part, it sounds cool with the C, but it sounds much better over G. Or G sounds much better over the C major. And even inversion. Woo! Alright, so MC. Okay, MC. Let me see, let's try G. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sounds funny, right? Y'all get what I'm doing, right? Yeah, So it sounds better with the G over the C major 7 chord. And then if I go up the, y'all see what I'm saying? All right. Oh, can I get a witness that God? That's where you get the fat chord in that key. So if I did C, can I get a witness? That sounds funny, right? Now, normally it would sound better if I switch the voicing instead of me playing a C major 7 and go to B flat, B flat major 7 actually. There it is. Right. Now, this would sound better if I was in the key of D. Right? If I was doing this movement in the key of D, then that would probably sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. And that would make me play the G major chord at the top. Hold on. I think I'm about to lose the battery pretty soon. Yeah, there you go. Now, normally, that will be played in the second inversion. Let's go to first inversion too. What? So, okay, that first inversion sounds cool. That root sound okay, you know. Yeah, so if I was in key of D, can I get a witness? Now, throw the thumb down here and help out. Right? Now, if I change the position of the C major 7, and as I said, first inversion, and let's see how that's gonna sound. Okay, that sounds cool. And then if I take the bottom and put it here, that's the second inversion. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. This might sound a little better. All right, see. See, it sounds better. For that key of D. But yeah, it's the major 7. Oh, you go root position. Or first inversion. Or second inversion. Oh, okay. For the key of D. Now, if I did that in C sharp or D flat and Hubbard, the major 7 with the root position, and did it in that key, I just find my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. All right, so see. All right, what's my chord I played before? G goes up to A flat now. Oh. It kind of sounds a little kind of dark. You know, it just sounds a little dark. It's just a little dark, right? So I have to decide on whether I want to do root or first inversion. Right? Right, so it all depends on how I want the voicing to sound. All right, or do I want to go root first inversion or second inversion? How about second inversion? Probably sound better, right? Oh, hold on. Root, first inversion, second inversion. So it just really depends on what voicing I'm looking for. All right, what key was I doing this in, y'all? Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong key. That was E flat, I'm thinking. My bad. Hold on. I was transposing up. My bad. My bad. If I was thinking of E flat, my bad. That would be my 5. There it is. Right? Now, that would probably be cool. Yes, because it's, you know. Yes. Now, sometimes I might do the second inversion. So that's a different voicing. Preferably, I like to play the fat chord. left hand. All right. All right, the fat chord. All right, if it was in D flat, see how dark that will be? Right, and then I know, okay, of course I'm playing A flat. I keep saying A flat. F sharp. So see how dark that is? So it's either I'm gonna play the root position or I'm gonna play the first version of that. Preferably it'll be more than likely the second version. You know, of course you at the bottom. Yeah, that sounds better. All right, so looking like it's gonna be my second version moving forward in any key. Transpose down. Oh Lord, God said let it be light. Oh Lord, and come on up, God. So now I already. Huh?
I've been calling you. Why you didn't answer the phone?
Oh, I didn't hear the phone ringing. Peace.